It is a whole different thing with the OBS to the YouTube. So let me know if you can see us, guys. I'll get ready to say the hellos. Thank you to everybody who's in. Let me do a double thing here. Hopefully it won't completely mess everything up. I know I am being super old, super tired, and I want to say happy birthday to Pix to start off. But I need to make sure we're live. You are welcome, dear. I see us, we're live, and hopefully everybody can hear us. Welcome to the first pilot episode of Anne, which my lovely co-host Pix came up with the name. Stands for Another Nerdy Discussion. I know some of you may be confused about why the format is being changed, and trust me, this overlay and layout will be changed as well. We have some big things on the horizon, but after the last couple of days, I made the decision that I want to walk away from a lot of toxic. And we're going to get into that really quick, but I want to say hello to everybody who's joining us today first. And let's see who we have here. I can see so many names, y'all. I appreciate everybody who is here today. Let me get these names. Okay. I'm having an old lady moment. Don't mind me. I know that y'all are all patient. But I want to be polite because I know some of you joined me back when I started in my YouTube days for Bonnet Chronicles. Some of you joined after Gorlworld. We're hoping that you want to continue on these Saturdays with this, but if you don't, that's fair too. Hey, Panda Pondu, it's good to see you. Big hugs. Helen Zuderhoff, big hugs to you, dear. 31 Frames, it's always good to see you. Of course, Pix, I love you. Happy birthday. Nutty Niche, it's good to see you. Tragically Delicious, thank you, dear. It's good to see you. And we are going to get this fired up, and I will try to catch people as they appear. But this cast has to separate itself from Gorlworld. And I want to be 100% transparent to why. Because I feel like that's lacking in that community. And I feel like I earned the right to say that it's lacking in this community. I feel I have the right to say that people play games a bit too much. People take things to levels that shouldn't be taken to. They accuse others who just want to enjoy content of things because you're used to a standard of harassment, of doxing, of making people choose between creators that they want to enjoy, of sneaking away because you don't want to look bad for associating the people. I have literally seen it all these last couple of days, and that last night just reinforced to me why I can't be a part of this community. There are way too many judgmental people in Gorlworld, and not just the reactors. There are way too many people who want to gameplay and destroy people's channels for fun. There are way too many people who hall monitor and pocket watch and take stuff that people. I've left everything, and I will leave all of my Gorlworld stuff up. I have no shame in what I've done in Gorlworld, because while people wanted to use that whole I'm just giving you what people give to Chantel, because when I challenged them to find anywhere where I've doxed Chantel, where I've tried to pry into her personal business like some people have, where I've gone after other reactors in such a way, nobody can come with those receipts, but they don't care. Some of them want to say, we're just doing this to defend Chantel. That's your choice. I could never. But some of yous are hell-bent on just turning Gorlworld into World War III. And this was supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be grown people who take somebody who puts their content up there, whether she's talking about shitting herself more than once, harming herself with food, and pretending like she is on some kind of lifestyle change, faith path, and all that other garbage, and calling it out for what it is. Some of you have shown nothing but envy. Some of you have shown nothing but outright jealousy. Some of you are straight up pick-me's, whether you want to hear it or not. And the people you're running errands for don't give a fuck about your channels either. And all I got to do is continue on stuff that helps me feel joyful and happy. Like I said, I've got so much good on the horizon, and I don't need this toxic. I also don't need to be told who I can enjoy. There'll be a lot of content creators from this point on where you'll see a like from me. You'll see continued membership if you have memberships allowed. But what you won't get is that socialization that I was building up to. People act like I was in Gorlworld forever. That's the thing that tripped me out. Next month will mark my fucking year in Gorlworld. Yet in the space of less than a month, I have felt all the toxic stuff that people who were constantly in my ears via either DMs or Discords telling me, don't associate with these people, they're toxic. Now they get to tell me they told me so. I'll allow that much. But what I wasn't going to allow was lies on my name, which garnered me being called angry, garnered me being called a liar about my lived experience with my mental health, garnered me being told that if I associate with anybody again, people will distance themselves from me. And I'm 47 years fucking old. I do not like being told who I can associate with and who I can't. I don't like the feeling that if I allow somebody in my chat, it's an automatic declaration of war against another reactor. I did not want this. I do not want this. And I am sick of this. One of the things when y'all tried to say that I lied about helping out my in-laws and where are the animals. I had somebody who didn't know me from the jump. Has no real stake in things. Go back because everything's online and compile. Countering the narrative that there wasn't animals here once, that I didn't clearly put that I was doing this for my then boyfriend's parents, now my in-laws. But nobody wanted to hear that, so they moved the goalpost to, I have too many funders. Nobody put money in my pocket for any of those funders, but y'all want to be mad at that. I can't stop you. I was okay with people who are like, she fundraises too much, we can't trust her. But then you allow lies about my weight loss, about my health, about everything else, including this year, which I'm going to say once again, because I know people are going to snipe. I know people are still going to try to use my name for content. I'm never going to give you the free promotion that you keep giving my channel. But in January, after a bout of disgustingness in December that led to hypocalcemia that I am still taking medication for. I showed the bags of crap that I have to lug with me to the doctors every time on Jan's panel. I put up a PayPal funder. I did it because at that time I had 700 people who had followed me because they watched not only the Bonnet Chronicles, but they knew me from YouTube, which I had on lockdown. So only people that could see whatever I posted while on lockdown followed me. All of it's still on my Twitter timeline, but people don't care about facts. I was not fully known that well in Gorlworld. I was known in chats by people, but they had told me, you never told us you had a channel because I didn't feel right advertising. And I will maintain that, no matter what your favorites try to say about that. I did not use anybody. And it wasn't until March of this year that Chantel, deciding to listen to somebody who claims to have her back, but only wants to see herself destruct fast too, jumped on, made that community tab post, and tried to ram me with just superficial nonsense. Stuff that I didn't really care about because it was coming from that source. I thought it was funny. People gave me shout outs, the channel blew up, and I tried my best to keep up the pace. I dedicated Saturdays to the Saturday Bonnet Live, where I was going to have fun calling out her and anything else I seen, interspersed with music and fun and things that got people wanting to watch. It was a fun time. I am not a victim of any creator. I don't harbor any more ill will. I'm numb at this point to everyone in Gorlworld right now. It's going to take me a while to even suss out who I even want to watch and support that I'm not already. If you're new, I'll definitely give you a chance to watch you, but I'm not going to interact the way I used to because I've seen too much shit. And when Pix says her stuff, because she's dealt with a lot of shit too, sock accounts, doxing, trying to go after my neighbors and family, this is the standard of Gorlworld that you want to keep uplifting? And it would be okay if it was just like, oh, Kalari's this, Kalari's that. But you know it didn't stop at that. You know they were calling around trying to harass people that had nothing to do with fucking Gorlworld because we just allow this. We allow these grown people who have nothing else better in their life to go around calling innocent people, trying to get gotchas and everything else. And you notice none of their channels has oh, we've got this person to expose Kalari, because all the people that they tried to drag into it wouldn't answer them. You are trying to call people who I don't even fucking talk to anymore, family wise, too, which is so fucked up. I can't even imagine what that's like. And I don't need this. I don't need to worry about who the fuck I'm associating with and how that is going to affect my real life anymore. So this is me declaring my distance. And this is me asking any of you who want to still watch us to know that we will not be bringing up Gorlworld stuff anymore at this point. I just want to lay bare how I feel so that even if people want to speculate, you can go, no, she went live and she said this is what she's doing and this is why. I don't have to name names of anybody that I'm disappointed in. I don't even have to name names of people that I outright don't like, because you know they're pretty much the same people. I've had creators say they know me, which they don't. I've had creators literally lie on my name using stuff that is still readily available. So if I'm so scammy and awful to all of you with everything that I have left up there, don't bother yourself. I will never hold a gun to your head. I'm done ranting because, like I said, this is Pix's birthday and she has stuff that she wants to say too. So I'm definitely going to clear the floor, dear. Thank you for letting me get this out of my system. And welcome so much, Grateful Life and Curious Cats chat. Sorry about that, hon.
First off, I want to say to everybody that's lurking, thank you. And I know that there are people in my real life who are lurking, and thank you for the birthday wishes, and thank you for joining. And to the people who have joined in here who are actually like Nutty's Niche, who has been following me for several years, who is now coming to support Kalari as well. Thank you for joining as well, sweetheart. And to everybody else who's always in Cal's chat, that's awesome to see you guys as always. I will first off, thank you, Grateful. For everybody, thank you for the birthday wishes. I want to start off by saying, if I'm in somebody's chat and I don't have a wrench, it's not me. Flat out. Second of all, I don't go in popular people's chats anymore. I haven't been in any big chats in well over, well, one particular person's big chat in well over a month and a half now. Actually, it's going on.
Hey, JJ. Hi, Debbie Byers Brand.
Oh, there's Debbie. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you. Debbie has been with me for going on 6 years.
Wow, she's a nice lady. I've enjoyed talking with her.
One of my ride or dies. I love this woman so much. I love her. Yeah, she's one of my like oldest, like, and I don't mean oldest. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, she's one of my longtime subs, and I love her so much. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Yeah. So, and tragically, actually, her and I were talking well into the midnight hour, and she started my birthday hour, and we ended up having a little bit of a moment where I was like, I did it. I hit 50, and fuck everybody who didn't think that I was going to hit the 50.
Congrats,
including
honey.
myself.
For real.
Thank you. I want to say, as far as the Gorlworld group, there comes a point in my life where, because I'm on the spectrum of so many different spectrums, FAS, APD, I'm not even listing all of them, because you know what? There are far too many people who have far too many fake accounts and who have far too much twisted time on their hands.
Exactly.
They want to play these games. Hold on. I can hear myself. Uh,
Okay.
I'm distracting myself. These people want to try to cultivate a narrative that I am manipulating other people's worlds. And there has been destructive narrative that has been.
Uh-oh.
I have some
There
sort
we
of a
go.
twisted, and that they somehow have information about me, and there's nothing that they like. There's nothing that they're going to find.
Yeah.
I will say that what I have given out for information has been disclosed in a private Discord, and the photos that have been used repeatedly on these sock accounts, on these destructive and deplorable sock accounts, that I am not going to give any more lip service to past this conversation. I will report and block, and I request that everybody else report and block.
Agreed.
Moving forward is, you know, when you get to the point where you try something for the first time and you're like, you know what, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
For me, that was origami. I tried it one time and I was like, origami is just not for me. I don't get the folds. I don't understand why this is. I mean, it's great for somebody that's like, I really like all the intricate things. The first time you fold the wrong way and you get that extra little crease in there, that drives my brain crazy, because I see that extra little crease and I'm like, how do I get that crease out of there? And then that's all my brain can see is that little tiny extra crease. And I'm like, oh, that drives me crazy. And I can't fix that. So I have to get a new piece of paper and I have to start again. And I'm like, I need to do something else. So
Yeah.
origami becomes something that I just cannot do. So you know what? Origami's not for me. Gorlworld, I have been a part of Gorlworld a lot longer than most people even realize.
Mm.
I've been a part of it before Michael B. Petty.
Yeah.
I was a part of Gorlworld before Gorlworld was Gorlworld. I was a part of Gorlworld back before Gorlworld even started. Before it formed. And then it kind of like fizzled out of things and then kind of formulated, and then I kind of shifted off, and then I came back, and then it started to like congeal into this amalgamated, mutated form that it is now.
Yeah.
And it's become this, I'm not going to say Jello, because Jello is a good thing that somebody that we love loves.
More
So
like
I'm
a
not gonna say
toxic
Jell-O.
sludge.
Exactly. It's the blob. Hello, Queen. So I'm trying to give her as much
Oh,
space
okay.
as possible,
Hi,
because next week we're gonna have a different setup. So she's as much space as possible this week. But yeah. So, anyways, where I was going with that was the people that are trying to dull the shine of us are learning very quickly, and are going to learn very quickly, that they can try to dull it, and they can try to craft as many negative narratives as they want. It's not going to change anything.
Mm-hmm.
I neither have the time, the desire, the inclination, or anything to create accounts. Every single time that I have been accused of creating an account, yes, ma'am. I have literally either been offline. I have been able to prove I've been fucking offline. I have photos of being not even in the same area, like I'm at a provincial park, taking photos of the provincial parks that I am at. I am refinishing furniture at a station where I can't get cell service.
Exactly.
Let's see. I'm doing other things. I'm sitting in one of your chats with a wrench, and a fake account comes up with my name, and I'm literally typing, and I send, and then instantaneously a fake account comes up and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Okay, well, I am not that quick. I know that I can type very quickly, but I'm not that fast that I can switch an account and type and then type again. Like, I'm not that quick. I know that I can type that quickly, but never within the space of a fucking nanosecond. So the narrative that has been pushed out that has taken place, and then all of the other disgusting things that I'm not going to give oxygen to.
Yeah.
About the stuff that people are saying that I have requested and that I enjoy and that I want and that I have warranted and that I deserve.
It's harassment. Point blank.
It is harassment, and it is disgusting, and it is deplorable. And you know what? You're origami to me.
Yeah.
And once something becomes origami to me, I'm in my Scorpio zone right now, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like, once this conversation is over with, you're origami. I'm done. Yeah. Like, I am literally, you're in my past, and my past is my past for a reason.
Exactly.
I will end this conversation. I am really happy that we're starting this podcast, but I'm not watching this podcast back. Yeah. From now on, like, I always watch our videos back. I'm not watching even this one back because I'm not giving this one oxygen. Yeah. This one's done.
Yeah.
So from here on out, if you come into any of these chats and you try to fake an account or you try to say something, I'm not going to see it. Nope. If you try to put my avatar up and you try to claim that you're me, or you try to come into somebody else's chat, I'm not going to see it. If you try to stir up shit, I'm not going to see it. If you try to bring yourself between me and somebody else, I'm not going to see it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to see it. And you're only wasting your own time. And this is the big thing. I don't understand why you want to waste your own time. Find a different hobby, because if it doesn't do anything, it really doesn't. Like, this is one thing I know that you and I are going to have a whole podcast about this at some point, but I don't understand pranks. I don't understand harassing jokes. I don't understand maliciousness. I don't understand the idea of creating subterfuge in this way. Like, I don't understand this. And I don't understand the desire to dox. I don't understand this at all. And maybe it's the neurospicy. I don't know the desire for this. This is not, and this is not to go political, I'm just saying I don't get why people want to do that. We're not running for a political office. We don't need to disclose our medical information in order to prove that we're going to be able to live long enough to, sufficiently caretake for the next 4 years. We don't need to be able to prove that we are able to sufficiently give ourselves over to you to be, commanders in chief kind of thing. We don't have to worry about that kind of thing. You don't need to go real life with us. We are not public figures on that kind of thing. We have a tiny platform, and that's not in a diminishing way.
No, I agree.
We are voices, but we are small voices. Find another fucking area of the world to play your fucking little games. We do not need this kind of game to be played. Exactly, Nola. Mm-hmm. Go find somewhere else to play your origami.
Yeah. And not only that,
right?
Neither one of us was interested in anybody's personal backgrounds like that. I think, hi, sweetie. She's so cute. My cat's outside pestering the barn cats right now. They're playing in the hay bales and stuff in the pole barn. But the thing is, I realized watching for almost a year that there are people that they enjoy that. They enjoy making the sock accounts. They enjoy prying into people's lives. They enjoy getting the gotcha and exposing and all that stuff. And Like I said, if that's your fun, that's your fun. But I don't want no parts of that. I don't need that to make me happy on YouTube. And I don't want to be around people that make themselves happy on YouTube doing stuff like that. I've got people that I am blessed to say I've met because of Gorlworld. So I never want people to think that, oh, I hate all of Gorlworld. I don't. I hate what's being allowed as the standard in Gorlworld right now. The clicking, the hall monitoring, the pocket watching, the doxing, the allowing of sock account harassment, the allowing of doxing harassment, the trying to drag innocent people in because, oh, you were cool with these creators and they allegedly did this to us, so you must be down with it. And I'm saying this to any new person to Gorlworld. Just enjoy the content creators you want to enjoy. Do not try to get in with people interpersonally. Do not allow yourself to be swayed just by what somebody's telling you. Use your own mind and judgment because there is far too many people that want you to only feel what they feel, only think the way they think, only go to who they like or pump up. And I have never been like that. I am never going to be like that. I don't care who you watch. And unlike Chantel, I've told several people, put my name in the title and I didn't okay it with you, like when I agreed to go on a panel or something, I'm not clicking on that. I had somebody very nice have to explain to me in a Twitter DM that what she put was fine just so that she could get me to watch it. Because I don't go searching my name out. I know it's hard for some people to believe, and I know a lot of people tried the last couple of weeks with that. I don't search my name out. I don't care. You're talking about me. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about you. Pix isn't going to talk about you. But go on. I think I need to keep showing that I do not abide by the standard. I want to enjoy content creators that I like, whether they get along with everybody or they don't. But I am not going to let my name be dragged through the mud. I've been called a danger by people that I was not expecting it from. I was called an animal exploiter. The people who don't even know me because I decided to use my Twitter platform to help people out. I have been called out my face about several things that I know I'm going through. So I knew I cannot. Even there. Yeah. I
you weren't even at that facility. You weren't even living. You weren't even in the fucking state.
I know. But at the end of the day, you cannot prove yourself in the court of public opinion. You've got to move on. And for me, I would rather start again with a friend, enjoy making content again, not feel like I can't trust people in my chat, not feel like everybody's got it out for me, because whether people do or not, I won't see it anymore. This is supposed to be fun. Exactly. Bottom line.
Exactly.
But I want to start with this video that Bridge May Be Icy did, because once again, to the one who I know you're watching this, even though you claim you never watch any other reactors, you were the first one to throw me under the bus. And while I will enjoy the good times I had in your community, I will forever be reminded of the way you did things. Because you lied on my name. Whether you want to ever admit it or not, and I know you're going through some stuff right now. I know there's been a lot of fucking disgusting things from Kuwait over to the Western world this week, but I no longer want to even report on that because it has hit levels of degeneracy that I didn't think were possible. You want to call somebody out on something superficial? Fine. You want to talk about their antics online? Fine. But when you start dragging people's family into shit for a back and forth thing, that's where I'm like, you know what? No matter who enjoys this, I don't want no parts. This ain't a moral high ground. This is just my personal fucking limit on what I'm willing to condone for my entertainment. And I know people are like, you jumped on a panel last night with somebody who is credibly accused of something. It was used as a gotcha. And I'm going to speak on that shit too really quick before I fire up the video. Sorry, Pix. The fact of the matter is, if that shit wasn't exposed by the people who did it, would you all still be in there enjoying the content? And I would say yes for myself. I can't speak for how anybody else feels. And I say this as somebody who takes what was exposed seriously. I listened. I made my own judgment, and I will continue to support his channel, whether people like me for it or not, because I am not a fake ass bitch about that. Everybody wants to play the pariah game. Oh, we can't speak to this person because they did this. Yet you don't make sock accounts to sneak in there and hate watch. I don't understand it. I don't want no parts of it. And I'm the kind of person that if I support somebody and they ain't done shit to me, and the stuff that is being exposed by them had nothing to do with me, and they can calmly explain their position along with their whoever else is involved in it to a certain extent because they don't want to dox their extended family, I'm fine being supportive of who I want to support. I'm not going to use anybody's fucking past against them. I don't care if they have credit card issues or they're involved in bullshit. What is that? They're entertainment. So I want you to understand and have it in my words that if you run that way, if you've got to judge people by who they associate with, bye. That's it. No more arguing. Yeah. I'm not going to plead for you. I really don't want people that want me to approve of them that heavily or approve of me that heavily around. I like chaotic neutral people. So if you're chaotic neutral and you want to just enjoy content without having this bullshit constantly put on you, welcome. Hi, Nala. I'm sorry I'm getting amped, honey. I know you hear my voice and it's like, what is going on?
She is like anti-Cal is good. Anti-Cal is good.
Yes, I promise.
To go on to what you were saying, as well as for everybody who is feeling a certain kind of way because I haven't been in certain chats, I just want to say to those people that feel like they have to walk on fine lines and crushed ice and all of that. I know I'm mixing metaphors there.
No, you're fine, girl. Say,
crushed eggs and whatever. Anyways, where I was going with that was I don't dox people. I don't talk about their private stuff. I know private details about things and about people. I know things that could crush people. And I don't do that. And I'm not saying this in a threatening way. I'm honestly saying this as these are not gotchas to me. I'm not using this as a power play. Everybody that is using their manipulation and their fake accounts and all of this stuff, the ones that were doing this in this private Discord group, those pictures that were used, I shared 3 pictures of myself from the heaviest time of my life.
Okay.
And the picture of that particular day, June 25th of this year. I shared them for less than 5 minutes in that Discord group. And I removed them, except for the physical, like that day's photo. And I shared private information throughout that time.
Yeah.
In that private Discord group. That's the only time I ever showed those photos online. Those photos have repeatedly shown up all over, and it's because of that Discord group. And I have repeatedly told the person who owns that Discord group, and that person repeatedly ignored all of my requests to look for the person who was in the mold, the person that was doing it, and kept saying, I already removed them. I already removed them. Well, it continued and it continued and continued.
And it's still continuing, yeah.
And it got to the point where it blew up and there were a lot of other issues. And I called them out again privately. And I'm not going to go into further details about it. Called them out again. I have private screenshots of me calling them out again privately, saying, look, it's happening again. The mole is still in here. This is still happening. This is still taking place. this is verbatim. Why is this actual verbatim conversation that just took place less than 24 hours ago coming up in this conversation here? And I was poo-pooed again. And I said, the mole is still in here. And then within moments, all of these fake accounts started to come back again. And then you and I were being thrown under the bus. And then you and I were starting to get ostracized. And then you and I were starting to become the bad guys.
I'm okay
and then
being
it
the
felt
villain,
like
though.
a massive shift. It felt like there was a massive shift, and it was suddenly, oh, so Pix has gone onto Kalari's team. No, there was no fucking teams or anything. I didn't realize we were playing teams here. There was no team building or anything. I have always stayed with the person who, I trusted Kalari. I have never felt like I was being diminished by Kalari. We have been building a friendship since January. We have been solidifying that friendship since January. And since January, I have joined her channel because when she mentioned that she was coming out of the hospital with hypocalcemia, I actually didn't know that she had a channel. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that you had a channel. I didn't know that she actually did a GoFundMe. Had I known, I would have given money to her then. I didn't know that she did a GoFundMe. But I supported her channel by joining her channel. And then I realized, oh, she does Bonnet Chronicles. Oh, okay, well, I've only been a part of her Twitch channel for 3.5 months. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, a couple of months ago, I was like, hey, you and I are aligned on our political views. Okay, so I'm going to start, hanging out in your Bonnet Chronicle. Yeah. Okay, well, we've got a lot more in common. So we're talking privately for a lot longer than it actually seems. We've been privately talking for a long time.
Yeah.
And this friendship has been developing a lot longer than a lot of people think. So all of the shit that people think that they're throwing at us, we've been actually talking behind the scenes for a long time. And we actually know what's going on.
Yeah, and a lot of what we talked about wasn't even Gorlworld. That's the shit that fucks me up. People think that the only thing that people who enjoy Gorlworld talk about with each other is Gorlworld. And no, I like politics. I like social issues. I like geek stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that we send each other on a daily basis,
yeah,
very rarely has anything to do with Gorlworld.
At all.
Like, I probably send her more Tim Wall stuff in a day than literally anything else. And she's probably like, stop with the Tim Walls. I get it.
I like it.
I get it. You love Coach. Okay, I understand. But like, I don't understand how divisive some people want to be with this. And you're origami to me.
Yeah. Like,
once this conversation is done, the oxygen in this room is over with this.
Yeah.
And you think that I am not Chantal. I am not the other people in Gorlworld. You think that I'm going to give this fucking oxygen? I am telling you right now, if I'm watching anything, I am watching silently, and it's going to be Sansa. I'm going to give Sansa a like, and I'm going to keep it pushing.
Yep. That's exactly how I've got to do it, even my favorites, too. And I don't want anybody
You're not going to get a comment on it.
Yeah, no exposing, because I don't know anything about these people. Don't want to. I didn't have any private discords with any of them. I don't have anything because I didn't want anything. I just wanted to be a fan of the content. And now that I know that certain people act a certain way, it frees up more time in my day to do fun stuff, to indulge in books, to indulge in getting my second book out there, and making sure that we make this channel fun for people. And like I said,
Exactly.
I'm never getting rid of my petty side. Ever. It's always going to be there. Petty is my freaking love language. But what I've got to do is distance myself. And I'm going to go out with a bang. Because like I said, Bridge Be Icy didn't know me from the jump. At all. Still doesn't. She keeps it 100. I keep it 100. I enjoy her content. She has sat in on panels with me for Jan's Views, another channel that I enjoy. And we run around somewhat of the same kind of circles from time to time because she goes after Manosphere. She did a breakdown of my sickness earlier this year, which she didn't have to do. But she also put this together because, like I said, out of everything that was said about me, the fact that people are still trying to say I exploited animals will never sit right with me because I like animals more than I like people. I very rarely let people close to me in the first fucking place. And to put that on my name, shame on anybody who went with that. Also to the creator, because you know who you are. I respected the fuck out of you. And you didn't even give me a chance to even understand what you were coming at me with on Twitter. I will never forgive you. I hope you never feel you have to apologize to me because I won't see it. I will pay you the same respect that you paid me because this shit went beyond anything I thought was possible. And I really, really hope that you feel secure with the people that you blindly sided with because they're plotting for you next. And I'm putting that out there. But I want to play Bridge's music video and then we're going to get on to some fun stuff to react to.
Oh, I love
it is Pix's birthday. I love this song too. I was shocked she did it. Because honestly speaking, she wanted to be Yup. Same. She wanted to be mindful of not putting too much of my information out there, which I know a lot of other people didn't give a fuck about. And that was another reason why I respected what she did, because honestly, nobody thinks about people's feelings normally when they do stuff like this, and she did the whole entire way. And I know now people are like, oh, Kalari's sick. First of all, Bridget's not an attack dog. She did not ask me if it was okay. After she compiled things, she showed me what she was going to do. But there is no puppet strings here. I don't even understand people that think like that. She is her own entity, has her own mind. If I fuck up, she'll probably be one of the first people that, hey, this person did this. Because that is what she does. But y'all can believe what you want to believe. I'm going to play this banger of a video, though.
What's up? It's Mary Morgan. For the best show in pop culture news, watch Pop Culture Crisis.
I hate puppets. All day that. I don't like puppets. Play with puppets. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's good, girl.
Annie, I know. I love you, Annie, but
Sorry, Nala girl.
sorry, voice. I know that you were listening, voice, but no voice.
Running wild and feeling free. Kalari, Kalari, where are the animals we can't see? I hear a horse go neigh, 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 hiding out where we can't stay. Where are the animals, Kalari? Behind the rocks and near the key. I hear a horse go neigh, 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 in the meadow eating hay. Where are the animals, Kalari? Up on the hills where winds agree. I hear a horse go neigh, 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 bringing joy and brightening day. Kalari, Kalari, where are the animals we can't see? I hear a horse go neigh, 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 hiding out where we can't stay. Ah, we can't stay. Kalari.
That jump scared me again.
Where are the animals, Kalari? In the fields or by the sea. I hear a horse go neigh, 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 running wild and feeling free. Kalari, Kalari, where are the animals we can't see? I hear a horse go neigh, 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 hiding out where we can't stay. Kalari, Kalari, where are the animals we can't see? I hear a horse go neigh, 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 hiding out where we can't stay. Where are the animals we can't see?
Thank you so much, Bridge Be Icy. And like I said, I'm going out with a bang. Gorlworld, it was really fun being a part of the communities vocally. It was really fun interacting with reactors. But at the end of the day, the shit ain't fun. And I'm, to my word, when stuff stops being fun for me, I leave this shit alone. I can still support who I want to support without making it about me. I can still talk about fun stuff on my Saturdays with Pix now. I love the year I had in Gorlworld until recently, but I don't love what Gorlworld is right now, and I'm not going to fake that front or try to power through talking about somebody who self-destructs. And I am not going to let people who just want to drag me down, bring in innocent people and hurt people, continue to do that and not look like the psychopaths that they are. And I'm saying this as somebody with diagnosed ASPD, for those of you who think you can diagnose me. This shit is sick. And if you condone that, yet want to jump on who I support, you're sick to me. I hope you leave.
Yep.
Honestly speaking, gone out with a bang. We're going to move on to a featured creator who I wanted to highlight a while ago when I was doing the champion people who are getting it done. Katie Walks is such a sweet woman, and she has reached out a couple of times to see, you know, if I would watch some of her videos. So I have her on, and I watched her do the 1K with her sister. But this is just a quick short so that you can get a feel for her personality, because she is such a sweet person. She has recipes on there. She does walking vlogs. She does when she's going around town with her husband or by herself. She's just a sweet person, and I've been wanting to give her a proper shout out. So I'm just going to give you a taste of a bit of Katie Walks' channel. And if you like her, just give her a stop by. You know, subs are free, and some people who are doing the thing just want a little bit of support and to be seen. So I definitely think, because I follow her and I think she's amazing, that you'll like Katie, simply Katie Walks.
So I was talking to my sister today about the 10K that's coming up on
Debbie,
Saturday.
I am making dishcloths for a friend.
Oh, cool.
For she has arthritis, so I'm making them for her to give to somebody for Christmas presents.
Oh.
So I'm making a bunch of them for her so she can give them away for a Christmas present. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
And I got a box
For
of your
my
crochet
birthday-
stuff.
Yes, and I've got other stuff that I'm making for you and Bestiekins, and she sent me some alpaca fur that she actually bought at a flea market like 25 years ago. So I made her a hat.
Wow.
And I'm making her a scarf. Actually, I'm almost finished the scarf. The toque is absolutely adorable, and I found like a really funky matchy kind of color that's got like a little bit of pink and a little bit of like other kind of like almost like a light greenish color that matches perfectly. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. So yeah, the scarf is going to be like perfect with it too. So
I love
it's awesome.
it.
So
For
yeah, I'm
real.
really happy about this. So,
And
so,
like
yeah,
I said,
I'm doing
it
this
is
well.
your birthday, and I just want it to be fun. And like I said, Greg and I are going to surprise you with something later. That is going to be an offline thing, because honestly, there are way too many people like, oh, we're playing up, we're doing... No, we just want to have fun. It is your 50th, and I want you going out with a smile, because that's what I'm planning on doing.
And
I
she was
don't
like,
look
okay,
50.
so
I'm just
after
gonna
we do
put
the
that out
10K,
there.
we're
I
going to
don't
sign up
feel
for a
it
half
At all.
marathon.
You look amazing.
No, no, we're
Thank
not.
you. Thank you.
No, we're not.
Thank you.
We
I
haven't
am
even done the
officially
10K yet.
down over
I think we need to stay at
my last
10Ks for a bit. Don't you
my
guys? I think that's
highest
kind of...
was 476, and I am down to 222.
Yes, you get it, girl. And just like the people we're going to feature today, there are people that are just getting it, and I love that. Like I said, I remember them 500-pound days. They were not fun. I am glad I am nowhere near that, and I'm glad I'm hitting towards my goal and doing other amazing things that I'm looking forward to. Honestly speaking, I like joy. I have had too many years of misery. It's time for joy, y'all. Whether it makes people sick or not, I am ready for some happiness. I think Pix is ready for some happiness, and all of you in chat are ready for some happiness. Hey, Edna be lurking. It's good to see y'all.
No, I know I'm one
Hey,
to like a
sweetheart.
goal.
Hi, Edna. Thank you. Okay, I'm good to go now. I'm going to
What you
crochet,
thinking?
and we're going to watch.
Yes.
All right, guys, 2 days till the race. I promise I won't bomb you with stuff until The video goes up on Sunday. Love you guys so much.
Katie is a sweet woman. I want you to watch the 10K that she did because she was determined to get back to a healthy size, get back to a fitness regimen, and she did it with her sister, and it was so touching. I think channels like this deserve the highlights, the shout outs. It can't always be the negative, and trust me, I love calling out Chantel's fuck shit. For real. I'm not even gonna fake that front. But she was not the only thing I watched. And when I started clearing out channels that were devoted to her on the regular, and not all of them, but enough of them, stuff like this is starting to come into my algorithm. More people who I want to watch, like Diana Korea, Raise Today's Vlogs, craft channels like Nerdy Crafter. True crime has just made an abundance of return. And all the lost media stuff that I used to watch on the regular too. All the things that I was into pre-Gorlworld, even some of the art community stuff, which I'm going to leave that alone. That's messy. Jar is weird. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I've already had enough of him from years of trying to cover the art community myself. I'm just leaving drama alone for a long while because, yikes. It has been wild. You think Gorlworld is wild. Gorlworld really, to me, still has nothing on the art community. Never will, because these people are creative, yet they use their shit to do crazy shit. And that is why I'm just like, I don't need this no more. I'm getting too old for this. A lot of these kids are like 2 decades younger than me. I don't want no more parts of that. But we're going to get on to some informational stuff. And then I am going to highlight a little bit of these books. They're called the Apothecary Diaries. I want to talk with you about it with Pix as well. But I just want to play this first one because, like I said, I've heard enough of people's opinions about what my partner, husband, or whatever you want to think he is, are doing. But I need to dispel some of the myths that people have about pregnancy after 35 or even in your 40s. And while this is not gospel, I am not telling you not to seek professional, medical, and whatever information you need to for yourself. I know what I'm going through because I'm dealing with doctors. And I know that there are still a lot of popular myths about how women's bodies work that I want to help dispel. So we're going to watch a bit of this Adam's Ruins Everything. Then we're going to jump over to a little bit more fun, historical stuff that Pix and I can talk about. But I want to play a bit of this because it's been really aggravating having people who don't understand what I'm going through weigh in on something that I've been working with professionals on. So let's play some of this video and Pix and I can get to sharing our opinions on it. That was when I had kiddo. That was the exact age I had my son, and I was well over 500 pounds when that happened. So like I said, when you don't understand women's bodies, yet you put out there like you know us, this is why I don't want to argue with people. I'm just going by what I was told by professionals about the weight loss that I could do and about the steps I can take. But there are too many people who want to be experts and go by data that does not even directly correlate with what's real right now.
Yeah.
What's your base question, Pix?
It's a multi-part question, but do you want to be a mom again?
Yeah.
Does Axiom want to be a dad
Definitely.
again? Do you have the love to give them?
Most definitely.
Do you have the space to give them? Do you have the time to give them? Do you have the love to give them? Do you have the food to give them? Do you have the resources to give them?
Yep.
Do you have the understanding to give them? Do you have the hope to give them? Do you have the understanding to give them? Oh, that's right. You have the absolute. Yeah. Go for it.
Exactly. And that's why I keep telling anybody that will listen that I appreciate people's advice and what they think I should do, but this is my life. And I just find it funny that people are trying to ding me on something that millions of people do every day, just trying to grow their family. And
What is that?
her office is very nice, but I don't know if they do that kind of stuff. If the kids need a passport, they're my go-to though. Something that my primary care scared me with, because I live in a more rural town, and she believed that I would have more higher chance, as if that would stop me from loving a child, of that happening. And that is when I went downstate to a proper OBGYN. I love her. She has been so sweet this whole entire time. She had me up with fertility that had to check our stuff. Like I said, this isn't an easy process, but to dispel so much of the myths and misinformation that older women who want to do this get, if I can help do that, I'm going to do that, whether people like it or not.
That's like nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But if they say it doubles,
You love Adam proves everything for real. That we're going to be parents at the end. I have a feeling that I have a large new family now. That is going to be my life. And that's why I say to people, research. We are in the digital age. There is information out there now. You gotta let go of what you think you know and be willing to learn newer things, especially when somebody is trying to show you that it's not the case for everybody. I can't speak for everybody's journey when it comes to fertility. I can only go by what I'm personally going through. So I will stress again, please see professionals. Listen to professionals. Do what you got to do and accept what they say if you feel comfortable. But don't be afraid to get second opinions as well. I think the problem with people is they think I'm putting out an absolute when I'm just talking about what I'm going through. I'm not putting out an absolute. Exactly. But I want to move on to some fun stuff because Pix and I had a conversation about this. I had alluded to this. And hey, B Squared, in Jan's views, when we had a discussion about just sex work in general, I feel like with sex workers, people have very hard line takes with them. And I've been able to talk with people in the field. I have been able to be friends with people in the field. I have really shedded a lot of my own personal biases based on my own historical knowledge of what people who used that career did for our country and beyond. So I just wanted to show this quick clip because it will tie in why a lot of stuff that we take for granted now as women in America was set by women who are the first entrepreneurs in our country, if we could put it that way. They are their first independent business people. So I'm going to play a bit of this too, because it's going to wild you out some of the facts that Adam showed. Who, exempt channels for... Look, we're not trying to make money off this podcast. It is a test one, and I knew you use a True TV, so calm your jets, YouTube. This is supposed to be a fun pilot cast so that you know what will be coming on Saturdays. So while I appreciate YouTube's warning, I don't care. My thing is, with learning stuff like this, I want people to start thinking less of, I gotta look down on this person that does this kind of work because it's automatically bad. I know I'm not going to change the minds of people who are set in feeling a certain way about sex workers, especially since there are the negative aspects. We still have trafficking. We still have people who are forced into it. We still have a society that economically makes it more lucrative to put yourself into danger just to do this. Instead of states setting up like Nevada did, healthy ways to run these kind of businesses so that people aren't exploited and hurt. Until our society gets with the program, all we have are people that want to look down on people that are just trying to either survive or just enjoy sex. I don't understand why it's anybody's business what somebody does with their profession as long as their profession isn't causing direct harm. And I have never seen anybody who is in that trade causing direct harm. I've seen the people that run that trade causing harm because they got ties to other illegal things. But we have become a society of judgmental, want to be moralistic people who turn away from really dark, depraved stuff to point at something that's visibly disliked to say, we can't get with it because they're doing that. And all we
Did
do...
we get stopped?
No, I don't think we did. I just paused.
Because it's stream is unavailable.
Uh-oh. I hope they didn't stop the stream. Let me double check, y'all. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah.
No, it's all good. I just...
Okay. I was
like,
just making
the
sure.
Stream is like...
No, it said for policy violation. So somebody was lurking. It was Monty or your mama or somebody.
Are you for real right now? They took the stream down?
Yes. My guess is for the Adam ruins it.
Wow. You guys are complete and utter fucking losers. I'm not even gonna mince words at this point. Let me see if I can start another stream.
They could not stand that you would not address it like them. Be like, because I kept popping over to GP because he had Hannibal up there. I just wanted to see what the vibe was like.
I'm leaving
like,
all of that alone.
No, I'm not in the chat. I'm just
Okay.
looking, listening. And like GP is going hard for Hannibal right now.
Okay.
He's taking some hard hits, and it's interesting to watch because he not go that hard for you.
Well, like I said,
It's just like I'm just watching. It's just interesting
Well, it says that we're back
observations. Is
now.
all.
yeah,
all
we're
I got.
live again. So my thing is with who's doing what, who's saying what, I don't want to be in the middle of that no more. And I know that people are playing games that I'm not gonna be a part. No matter what you try to do, I said I was done with Gorlworld, and I mean it. And oh, we're getting an echo. Give me a moment, y'all. Sorry about that. Who's doing what? Who's saying what?
And I've got such a delay. I'm going to tell you right now that if I start talking, I don't realize how much of a delay there is
That's no
on
problem.
my feed. So if I start talking, it's because I don't realize there's that much of a delay. So I'm so sorry.
No, and don't you ever worry about that, Pix. Let me get both of us back up here properly. Because, like I said, this kind of frazzled me just a bit because I'm not expecting this. I try to leave Gorlworld and it's not allowed. I'm sick of it. I really am at this point. But what happened to our face-to-face? There we go, face-to-face again. Sorry about that, y'all. This is why it's a pilot episode. Technical difficulties are going to happen. No matter what the people who are trying to drag us backwards are going to do, like my favorite candidate for this year's election, we're not going backwards. I said what I had to say about the Gorlworld stuff. This episode will be up even though they tried to flag it. You can go back and listen to my words and take it however you want. I am not going backwards. We are going to have fun. Hey, Welsh Rabbits. Good to see you, honey.
No.
My thing
No,
is...
Bree said that it's not Welsh. That's not Welsh.
Really? All right. Enough with the fake accounts. Y'all are... You know what? No. It's Pix's birthday. We're having fun. We're going to play some fun animations and then some fun music. We are not going to let you steal our joy. You're wasting your Saturday trying to steal people's joy. I actually enjoy Welsh Rabbit. So on the half chance, Welsh, that you watch us later on, I am sorry somebody's impersonating you. This is beyond ridiculous. And my mods will stay on point, keeping these people who think this shit is funny out of the chat. The R in her name is a capital I. Oh, that's true. I can't see the thing, and I didn't even know that was what that was. Y'all need to stop. I get it. You don't like that person, but why do you keep making it about them? Y'all give her more free advertising than you even understand. And as a businesswoman, you're doing her a favor by doing that. But do go on using her past. Do go on keeping her name in your mouth. I'm not outright defending because I know for a fact that I was called a danger by her and her partner. But I think it's funny that people who say I'm hyper obsessed with other people are so fucking hyper obsessed with two people I don't talk to that you got to bring that into this chat. Like, all right then. Thank you for advertising for her yet again. I don't get it. But we're gonna have some fun with this animation because it is not the day for the shenanigans at all.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody.
Thank
love you guys.
all
Thank
for
you.
the birthday wishes, for real. And thank you, Tragically. And no problem, Blondie. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Shia. It's good to see you, dear. And B Square, I don't think I missed you earlier, but hey to you too. Hi to everybody who's sitting in. Please ignore some of the shenanigans. There are really terrible people trying to, I don't know, think they're going to chain me to this Gorlworld stuff. I said it before. This is the pilot episode. This will be what we do on Saturday from now on. It is going to be fun stuff. None of this toxic stuff. None of this shit that some people find entertaining because they've never grown up. We're moving on, whether they want to or not.
Hey, so
Now on,
Veronica,
it's origami.
Tuesday,
Like,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
Origami.
I see that you stopped working about
origami.
like half an hour ago. What
I
happened?
thought I
told
emailed you. I'm
everybody
trying a new concept.
Before we went live,
What do
I
you
was
mean, a
like,
new-
you guys are going to hear the word origami a lot today.
Yep.
And then afterwards, it's going to be merch. It's going to be, it's origami.
Yep. Because that's all we can do
Like,
at this point. We have to show that, unlike some people who say they're done and then they get into it with each other still, I have maintained that anybody I didn't want to fuck with before this, I don't. And now I have a whole list of people that I'm never going to fuck with again. And I have got to show by my actions and this channel that it isn't about them. And you can keep trying to come in and bring their nonsense here. I won't see it. My mods know what to look for now. You just gotta keep being covert. Waste your time. You won't be wasting ours.
New concept. What new concept?
So you pay me
Always-
$15.63
Yep,
an
thank
hour.
you.
So I do
I will say
$15.63
once again, for
Yeah.
the people that are coming in late, if I don't have a wrench, I'm not in the chat.
Exactly.
And if I'm lurking somewhere, I'm not in the chat.
That's the way
So
it's
if
gotta
I'm
be.
somewhere, that's where it's going to be. So otherwise, I am in somebody, like if I'm coming in to see like Sansa's, I don't comment anymore. I like it, I watch it, I move on.
Yep.
That's it. I give her the like, I push it.
Exactly.
Why? Because I don't need to, I give her her like. If I'm watching it, I watch it and I walk away. I do not comment.
Same,
So if
Debbie.
you see me, you don't see me.
Exactly.
So if there's a fake me that's walking around, I don't see it. Report it, block it, keep on pushing
Yep.
because it's origami and it's
Mm.
not mine.
And
And if there's
agree
somebody
with
out there
you,
that's
B
going
squared.
to me, walk away, report it, block it, walk away because it's not me. And whatever this is, whoever this is, you're exhausting, you're boring. Find another fucking hobby because I'm done.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm not giving this any oxygen after this.
Yeah. And that's
Like this isn't me being Chantel saying, "Oh, this is the end of the month. I'm going to try to keep playing this up."
no.
No, I'm literally, once you are ugly to me, we're done.
Yes.
And Gorlworld, the people that play these little games, you're ugly. The people who think that they can sit in their chat and say, I don't want you to play in this person's chat or whatever. I've only heard bits and pieces because people have come into Kalari's chat and said stuff. I'm not playing this game. Don't come into Kalari's chat and tell me stuff. I don't care. Don't tell me who I am allowed to be friends with. I am friends with who I am friends with. Fuck off. Do your own thing and walk away from me. I love who I love. You need to grow up, find another hobby, We are done. This is done. Find another hobby. You are origami.
Exactly. And to answer some of your comments, I don't get it. I'm not meant to get it. I don't think it's particularly fun to try to take down channels. I don't think it's fun to dox people. I don't enjoy the back and forth, so I am extracting myself and my friend from this bullshit. And as you can see from our chat, from the people who are acting childish, they're not ready to let us go. Y'all look desperate at this point. Y'all look really desperate for anybody you can glom onto and try to use. I'm not going to use you guys. I don't care. If that video I played earlier with you looking like a minstrel pissed you off, I'm glad. Because I know you are definitely a stalker. You have pictures of me from 2015, you weirdo. And the rest of you who condone his antics because, oh, he's a big channel. Maybe he'll give me some attention. Your pick-me's are dried up too, and you're bored with them. That's why you keep fucking with me. Leave me alone. I don't even want to say your name because you're like fucking Beetlejuice. And if this hits another person who thinks everybody's talking about him, I hope it hits you too, because you're another freak that are out there looking for people talking about you. But nobody wants to do that. So I'm telling you again, this is the A&D podcast now. This is not Gorlworld centric. It's not Gorlworld related. Even though Gorlworld people are going to keep trying to fucking start Gorlworld shit, you will be ignored. Even if we have to build from the ground fucking up. We are going to show we didn't need you, we don't need you, and we're not going to need you. And I really hope that if you followed me for the Gorlworld stuff and you're disappointed, the door. Because I am tired of this. I do not want to have to change my character to fit in with people who allow stuff like this. I don't want to change who I am and constantly waste my time on this earth arguing with grown people about this. I don't want my chat fighting with each other or trying to pull in information about shit. This is not... You got plenty of content creators who are information brokers right now. A multitude of them. Join their chats. Have your fun that way. We're here for nerd stuff, fun stuff, and to just not deal with the toxic bullshit. And if you don't believe that, you're going to be bored, because each week it's going to be like this. And we'll probably do some upgrades for when I'm not willing to be visible on camera for my own personal fucking reasons with our avatars. I am done with Gorlworld. And I will not stop saying I am done with Gorlworld. Stop working my mods. They are here to have fun too. It's fucking Pix's birthday. Find another creator to bring this bullshit. Are you too afraid to go over to other people's chats and do this?
Just laughing at this point because I'm like, how many times? Like, I'm scrolling through this going, these guys have got to find another fucking, like, get a job at this point.
I don't get
They're
it.
not getting paid for this.
No. But they're doing it for pats on the head and because it's funny to them. Good luck to you. I bless your heart, for real. Because this is beyond ridiculous. No matter what you do, I'm done. You have plenty. Gorlworld is fucking international. Find a new person to talk about Chantel. I'm done with Foodie Beauty. I'm done with other people. The people who I still support, you'll see it in little ways. But I am done with commentating on Gorlworld. There is way more interesting things that I'm passionate about than Gorlworld. And I don't care if people don't like that. I've been saying it. I will continue to say it. If you're only here because of how I took down Chantel, I would suggest you find somebody fun. Curious Cats Chats has been in my channel. Plenty of other reactors will visit as well from time to time. I will always shout them out because I do support their channels. I do like the way and what they bring. But for me, my days of participating directly in Gorlworld are done. And I don't care if you like or respect that. This is what I've decided for this channel. So let's move on. Because I want to have fun. And I dial back the Veronica stuff. And that's it. You're not the real one. And I am going to block you myself. Because you are ridiculous. You are beyond ridiculous. You followed us to Jan's views and everything. You are really, I don't even understand your damage, but you're gone. Stop wasting
How is
our
that
time.
person even allowed to go home?
I don't know. But they are just making the rounds, and anywhere we go, I would be flattered if you didn't give off stalker vibes. Stop it. Get help. Let's fire
Hey,
this
so,
up.
hey, Veronica.
He couldn't have said it
Yeah.
better himself.
I
Oh
see
my
that you
God,
stopped
you
working
said it
about like half an hour ago. What
Oh, I
happened?
thought I emailed you. I'm trying a new concept.
What do you mean a new concept? What new concept?
So you pay me $15.63 an hour. So I
And
do
it's because of
$15.63 worth of work, and then that's it for that hour. And then I start again at the top of the next hour.
What are you talking about? No,
It's less than $1 a minute if you think about it.
that's not how
So it's probably one person that I help. So I do $15.63 worth of work, and then that's it for that hour. And then I start again at the top of the next hour.
What are you talking about? No,
It's less than $1 a minute if you think about it.
that's not how
So it's probably one person that I help, and then I'll help the next person at the top of the next hour. I just feel like I'm giving you as much effort as you're paying me for. You're paying me for $15 worth of effort.
And this is why we love Veronica for real, because it's like that with wages. And it's like that when you have people that want to take advantage of your time, and when you can break down the numbers and you know that. That's why I say I give props to the younger generation that know their worth, aren't gonna just power through and suffer through crap like that, because honestly, I wish I had that kind of mouth back in the day when, oh, can you do overtime? It's not paid overtime, especially once you moved into management, everything was salaried, and they expected you to just get it done. And honestly, I don't miss those days at all. I don't understand how people do miss those days, because they will completely treat you out your face. But I love Joyful Just Animations, and they have another one that made me laugh. And this is Fraudulent Agency Manager.
Monica, do you have a second? Yeah. I wanted to present you with the opportunity to become our acting manager temporarily.
Okay, and what does that entail?
Well, as you know, Samantha's leaving, so you'd be basically taking over her duties for, let's say, 90 days. And then, depending on your performance, you would potentially be promoted.
And do I get the additional manager pay?
No, you don't get manager pay during the acting period.
So you want me to do managerial work with no pay for 90 days, and it's not even a guarantee that I'm going to get the position once the 90 days are up? Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, it's essentially an opportunity to prove yourself, so that we can be 100% sure that you're ready for promotion. I hope that makes sense.
So I haven't proven myself in the 3 years that I've been here with exemplary reviews every year, or covering for Samantha when she's on vacation, or when she had surgery and she was out for a month and a half. I didn't prove myself during any of that. I didn't prove myself when I wrote the standard operating procedures manual either. None of that proved to you that I was ready for that position. What it sounds like is that you want me to work for free for the next 3 months because you guys are over budget. Is that what I'm getting? I'll pass.
It really is not going to look good on you to decline.
Apparently saying yes doesn't make me look good to you guys either, because you're playing this, oh, let's put her in an acting role game and not pay her for the extra work. No, thank you. You can tell them I decline. I really am not worried about how I look to you anymore, because doing the great work is not helping me look any better. So I'm good.
Yep.
Okay, I'll let them know that you declined for now.
Oh, you can tell them I declined permanently. Even if it wasn't acting, I no longer want that role, but thank you.
That's how you handle people that want to waste your time and talent. It's just like being told that you're doing stuff for exposure instead of being paid for what you do. And honestly speaking, I'm telling you, I love this because there are so many people going through this, and I hope this inspires y'all to know your worth and not put up with these ridiculous practices. But we got one more before we got some music. And I want to once again thank everybody who has been sitting through this. In spite of people trying to spoil today, it's not going to be spoiled.
Okay, so thank you so much for attending the meeting. I'll be sure to update you all on all the questions that you had. Does anyone have any other questions? Okay, perfect. Also, Veronica, I actually had a question about the report you were supposed to send over. Can you give me some updates on that? I haven't
And I'm
received
literally
it.
at the stage
I
where
actually
I'm just,
turned that
laughing
into
at
Jamie last week.
same.
She hasn't gotten it over to you? Let's go ahead and take that offline. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Hold on. Why do we need to take it offline? I would just prefer to have this conversation offline if that's. But no, you were prepared to call me out right now in front of everyone. So are you not calling Jamie out just because she's your team lead and you don't want it to look bad, or why aren't you willing to ask her on camera the same way you were asking me? I would just prefer to take it offline. I don't want to make a big deal out of this. I'm not making a big deal out of it. I want to know why you were fully ready to call me out in front of the other 5 people in this meeting, but Jamie gets an offline conversation. Can we please take this offline? Okay, let's go ahead and take it offline. For future references, if you ever want to ask me about something that you think I haven't done, either start with it offline or we're having a whole conversation online with everyone else that you decided to bring it up in front of. Yeah, let's go offline. I think that's the best thing to.
That was Joyful Jess Animations. And honestly, that's the attitude that I bring to a lot of stuff now too. You know, if you can't say it to me directly, then don't bother me with that. If you can't come correct, if you need a sock account to try to get my attention or Pix's attention, if you've got to play these games, you are wasting your time. You will be met with a wall now. I am done with a lot of these shenanigans. Whether people want to accept it or not, whether people agree with it or not, we know that this is a new format, a new venture. Pix and I have talked about all of this, and I'm willing to take the steps to show that while I had my fun for a year in Gorlworld, I do not want to be a part of that no more. And people are either going to accept and join us or accept and fall off, but I'm not going to beg anybody to stick around that don't find what we do interesting. I do not want the nonsense that keeps being brought our way. And Pix doesn't want the nonsense being done to her. And you all look fucking ridiculous continuing on like this. Did you want us to just come out of pocket? Did you want us to get upset and cry? You've been doing this to us for a while now. It's old. It's tiring. And it shows your lack of maturity. It shows your lack of joy that this is what brings you happiness. So if you got to go on doing crap like this because you think it makes you look good, go on. You got your gaggle of people that'll kiki it up with you. But more and more people are seeing now how you all behave. It looks poorly on you, not on us. But we are going to... Go ahead, Pix. Sorry, honey.
Sorry, what I was just going to say is what it comes down to is it saves my bank account from the super chats that I no longer give. It reinforces the fact that I tighten the bonds that I hold dear. And it reinforces the fact that when I say certain things, like dial direct, and I hold true to that, I actually mean it. And if you have my number and you can actually contact me, and you want to contact me, and you have something to say to me, say it to my face, like Kamala says. If not, don't be a fucking coward and hide behind trolls. Grow up or shut up. Because you're origami, and these trolls are the creased fucking paper that I discarded. And then I realized I don't like origami. And I don't do origami. I crochet. And I crochet really fucking well.
Yes, she does. I can attest to that.
From now on, I don't origami. I discard the creased origami paper. And I move on.
Yep.
And after this, origami is only going to be merch.
Yep. And we will next week get to talking about this series because I could go on for a while. And it's almost 3:00 as it is. And I really do think my guests have shown up too.
Just
yeah. And I wasn't expecting all the distractions and delays, but I should have, because this is all some of these people have. And we will be talking more books. I have a book from a very sweet woman that I met in Gorlworld. I met a lot of nice people in Gorlworld, and they have sent stuff like their books. So we want to do reviews and stuff like that too. There's going to be so much fun on the horizon, y'all. And if you want to stick around, I thank you. But if you don't, I thank you as well. Because I don't want anybody beholden here. This is a neutral zone. Nobody here has to worry about me going, oh, I seen you in this person's chat. I don't want to talk to you no more. Because I don't care on that level. And I got to keep saying it. Because obviously my actions this year has improved enough that I don't hall monitor. But you know what? If you want to believe the worst about me, believe it. If I'm the villain in your story, I'm okay with that. I am done trying to prove to people that this ain't me. I can't do it, and I don't want to do it. It's exhausting to do it. So we're going to send everybody off on Pix's birthday with an all-new Leslie Hall drop. You know I love me this Midwest Diva. She dropped this a day ago at 1 a.m. She did a full premiere. This is her new Red Gold Glamorous Titan Jones remix. And I truly love this woman. She makes me smile. That is a pretty pattern there, Pix. I love your work. I can't wait for winter. I've got my hat that you made me that I'm going to wear. So much good. I'm telling you. But we're going to get this music video fired off because I want to go out on a good mood. People are trying to wreck my mood, and I'm not going to let them.
They're not going to dull our shine, baby.
At all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time to make time for me. Or when I get a chance for a slow dance on a cruise ship, I'm gonna wear my silky blouse. How silky, how silky, real silky. And when I'm alone making a mixtape looking really great, I'm gonna name that mixtape Gold. How gold, how gold. Country music legends gold. Next time when I'm waiting in line and I'm looking really fresh and fine, I'm gonna say, ladies, take a good look at Glamour Lady Plus. Cause I'm gonna keep it real, my friend. And I'm gonna keep it gold. G-O-L-D. And I'm gonna keep it glamorous, glamorous, glamorous. Cause the secret's in the sauce. Watch my beat, my heart is pumping. Feed me love and justice, honey. Watch my beat, my heart is pumping. Feed me love and justice, honey. I want that hottie with the body rubbing all over my silky blouse. And when the dance floor gets filled up, feel free to take up some of my personal space. And if you want to know more about me and what snacks I like, or if you just want to hold me tight as I dance all night, try not to get caught up in that drama. Dang, that's a nice Australian llama. Listen to me, I want to promise you something. I'm gonna keep it real, my friend. R-E-A-L. And I'm gonna keep it gold. G-O-L-D. And I'm gonna keep it glamorous, glamorous, glamorous. Cause the secret's in the sauce. Watch my beat, my heart is thumping. I hear it. Feed me love and justice, I made. Watch my beat, my heart is thumping. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Feed me love and justice, honey. I want to thank everyone for listening to these Lady Jam songs, because we're coming Midwest strong for you children. And if you start to really like it, you get motivated and you want to do some crafts, make me a friendship bracelet. Hey, Bones, play that Sith like you play a sewing machine. Oh, yeah.
Body rolling.
Precious. I'm gonna keep it real, my friends. And I'm gonna keep it gold. And I'm gonna keep it glamorous. Glamorous. You glamorous. I'm never gonna tell you my recipe. Cause I'm gonna keep it real, my friends. R-E-A-L. And I'm gonna keep it gold. G-O-L-D. And I'm gonna keep it glamorous, glamorous, glamorous. Cause the secret's in the sauce. Watch my beat, my heart is thumping. R-E-A-L. Feed me love and justice, honey. G-O-L-D. Watch my beat, my heart is thumping. Feed me love and justice, honey.
That was amazing. Oh my gosh, Leslie. She is so crazy. I adore her. And like I said, this is the fun that we are going to bring Saturdays. There are plenty of people out there that can give you the Chantels, the ALRs, everybody else that's Gorlworld centric. I'm ready to let go. And I'm just glad that you gave this podcast a chance. And if you're back next week, I'll welcome you all just like I did today. But I need to separate myself from this stuff, whether people believe it or not, whether people want to drag it back or not. We are going to have our fun. Pix, girl, thank you so much. This cast wouldn't have been possible without you. We are going to do so much fun stuff. I am glad that today is your birthday. I'm glad you were still in this world with us. 50 years is nothing to sneeze at. And I want to see you here when we are super old, gray, and wrinkly, just laughing it up and having fun. For real.
Thank you. I value our friendship. I love what we have created and what we're building. And I look forward to seeing what And can become, and keep hearing my own voice in my head, and it's very weird.
It's
I
okay.
love that new Leslie. Well, I'm going to watch it again because it is a banger. And thank you again to everybody for the birthday wishes. And moving forward after this, I'm not even going to comment when I see things. I'm just going to either block and comment. Like, I'm not even going to say anything. When I see it, it's just going to be reported and blocked and reported and blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, moving forward, your creased paper that I've discarded, and I don't do origami anymore.
Exactly.
So if I see you, I don't acknowledge you. And there are a lot of people that you walk by and you're like, do I know that person? You're not even somebody that I used to know.
Yep.
And when I'm done, I'm done, and I'm done.
Same here.
And you're gonna think that this is a Chantal kind of thing, and you're gonna think that this is a insert name here. You're not getting your name said.
Nope.
Listen to the words coming out of my voice, out of my face, out of my mouth. This is not somebody else's mouth. You're not hearing my name from anybody else. You're not hearing your name from this mouth for a reason. You don't exist to me anymore. Walk away, find another hobby, find something else to do. You're going to get exhausted, or I do, because you don't exist to me anymore. It's not a fun thing. You're not a thing. You can try. You're done. You're done.
Exactly.
I don't talk. I don't fight. I don't pick fights. I don't look for fights. I don't do any of that nastiness. I don't get litigious. I don't get salacious. I don't get fierce. I don't do any of that petty stuff. Why? I have trauma from my... I don't want to start fights. I am a humanist. I am a pacifist. There are reasons why I don't pick fights. I don't want to start fights. I don't want to start drama. The only thing I ever wanted was a nice, quiet, calm, solitary, silent world. And that is what I have with my queen. My queen is my world. I have no drama. I have quiet. I have solitude. I have happiness. And in 5 short days, I am celebrating something that I never thought that I would celebrate. after what I am celebrating today. Today is celebrating something that no one could take from me. No one thought I would achieve, including myself. That is what my avatar shows. I never thought I would make it to this day. No one thought I would make it to this day, including myself.
Yes.
So guess what? No one can take that from me. And moving forward, no one can take that from me because I made it to 50.
Yes.
And after 50, I've already made it to 50. Every bad thing that is ever possibly thrown at me, including people using the worst that they could do to me, has already been tried. You don't want to know what's been tried. It's been tried. You think a couple trolls coming at me on the internet is the worst that's been done to me? You are creased origami paper that has been discarded. You are nothing in my world. Blocked, reported, moved on. I'm not even going to acknowledge you. And for people that think that they can come in and start shit in somebody else's world, I don't see you. Find another hobby because I'm done.
Exactly. And Pix, thank you so much. I wish it would have been a smoother cast today for your birthday, but we will have fun off this nonsense. Honestly speaking, it was still fun. We showed that we could cover a lot more than what people think. And I am looking forward to more of these with you. I'm looking forward to talking to people in the chat, and I'm looking forward to highlighting creators that we enjoy and things that we want to talk about. But for now, we are going to wrap this up. We are going to send you off, hopefully with a bit more of a smile, because it is Pix's birthday, and we want you to go off with a smile. And just have a great weekend, y'all. And we will definitely see you back next Saturday.
I'm going to go play some Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
Or some Minecraft. Not
yes.
which one. They're both